Amidst the raging infernos and environmental woes, Spain unveils its secret weapon to combat wildfires, the groundbreaking Regenerative Land Magnet Project. Harnessing technology and nature's wisdom, this transformative initiative promises a sustainable future where devastation is replaced with regeneration. Spain has been dealing with the devastating effects of wildfires for decades. These flames have caused the destruction of vast swaths of forest, put species in danger, and posed major risks to human lives and property. However, in recent years, a unique solution that is being referred to as the Regenerative Land Magnet Project has developed, which has the potential to completely transform the manner in which the country fights wildfires. This cutting-edge project combines cutting-edge technology with approaches for regenerative land management to produce a sustainable and proactive answers to the problems of preventing and restoring damage caused by wildfires. They investigate Spain's efforts to combat wildfires using a program called the Regenerative Land Magnet Project, as well as the project's potential repercussions for the future. Comprehending the predicament caused by Spain's wildfires. Wildfires frequently start as a result of a confluence of causes, including harsh weather conditions, human activity, and poorly managed lands. The varied ecosystems of Spain, which range from Mediterranean woods to desert grasslands, are especially prone to being destroyed by wildfires. The severity and frequency of wildfires have both been on the rise in recent years, which has resulted in major damage to ecosystems, an increasing amount of carbon emissions, and a significant strain on the resources available for battling flames. The financial impact of wildfires. Before digging into the particulars of the Regenerative Land Magnet Project, it is essential to gain an understanding of the scope and significance of the wildfires that have occurred in Spain. Wildfires have been responsible for the destruction of millions of hectares of land over the past decade, which has resulted in billions of euros worth of damage and losses. In addition to the immediate loss of natural resources, wildfires have a substantial impact on the quality of the air, the water sources, and the fertility of the soil, which amplifies the difficulties associated with post-fire restoration. The Regenerative Land Magnet Project is an effort that was formed in Spain through a collaboration between scientists, environmentalists, and government organizations. It is a project that utilizes multiple disciplines. The primary objective of the project is to restore degraded landscapes so that they become healthy, biodiverse ecosystems that are able to naturally endure the effects of wildfires and help lessen their severity. The first step of the procedure involves locating places that have a higher risk of being destroyed by wildfires due to conditions such as degraded soil, the presence of exotic plant species, or a previous incident involving fire. After the locations of the sites have been determined, a variety of techniques are utilized to rehabilitate the land, including the following: reforestation and afforestation. This process involves reintroducing native plant species to areas that have been degraded in order to restore biodiversity and provide natural fire breaks. This is a concerted effort to plant trees and bushes in such a way as to optimize their capacity to retain moisture and reduce the spread of fire. Holistic land management. The implementation of strategies that are geared toward holistic land management is an essential component of the project. This includes methods like as rotational farming, controlled grazing, and other regenerative practices that are beneficial to the health of the soil, the retention of water, and enhanced resistance to wildfires. Integration of technology. In order to monitor the state of the land and estimate the likelihood of wildfires breaking out, the Regenerative Land Magnet Project makes use of cutting-edge technologies such as drones, satellite images, and artificial intelligence. The ability to react quickly to new threats is facilitated by data collected in real time. The scientific underpinnings of land management that promotes regeneration. For the purpose of restoring and revitalizing ecosystems, regenerative land management is founded on a set of principles that imitate natural processes. The initiative aims to support ecological systems that can maintain themselves by gaining an understanding of the complex relationships that exist between different types of flora, fauna, soil, and climate. Promoting biodiversity, enhancing soil health, and optimizing ecosystem services are all part of the process of regeneration, and they are all things that help reduce the likelihood of wildfires occurring. The study of biological variety regeneration. The decline in biodiversity reduces the resilience of ecosystems, leaving them more vulnerable to destruction by wildfires. The Regenerative Land Magnet Project preserves the continuity and diversity of the ecosystem through the return of native plant and animal species. Regeneration of the soil. A healthy soil serves as a natural sponge, soaking up and holding moisture, which is essential when there is a drought. The purpose of the project is to enhance the soil structure and fertility, by using regenerative agricultural practices such as no-till farming and cover cropping. Water management. The effective administration of water is one of the most important factors in reducing the risk of wildfires. The project helps maintain proper moisture levels and reduces the chance of wildfires spreading as a result. This is accomplished by restoring natural rivers and implementing methods to retain water. The ecology of fire. When it comes to effectively managing wildfires, having a solid understanding of the function that fire plays in ecosystems is absolutely necessary. The accumulation of combustible materials can be avoided, and the likelihood of uncontrolled wildfires can hence be reduced by the planned use of controlled burns and prescribed fires. Advantages to be obtained from participating in the Regenerative Land Magnet Project. Enhanced fire resilience. The initiative improves the inherent resilience of ecosystems, which in turn reduces the likelihood of wildfires occurring as well as their intensity. Reintroducing a wide variety of plant species into an ecosystem makes it more resilient to the effects of factors such as drought and fire. Carbon sequestration. Efforts to reforest areas contribute to carbon sequestration, which helps in a battle against climate change. As a result of their ability to take in carbon dioxide from the air, trees help reduce emissions of greenhouse gases. Conservation of biodiversity. Because the project involves the restoration of natural ecosystems, it helps protect endangered species that are native to the area as well as biodiversity overall. Sustainable livelihoods. Another primary objective of the project is to involve local communities in the implementation of environmentally responsible land management methods. Because of this, opportunities for ecotourism, organic agriculture, and responsible forestry are created, which in turn provides economic incentives for the conservation of natural resources. Cost effectiveness. It may be more cost-effective to invest in wildfire prevention and restoration through the Regenerative Land Magnet Project rather than constantly putting out large-scale wildfires. Challenges as well as prospects for the future. Although the Regenerative Land Magnet Project appears to have a lot of potential, it is not without its difficulties. Increasing the scope of the effort so that it encompasses more territory calls for substantial financial and logistical support. In addition, guaranteeing the active engagement of local communities as well as landowners is essential to the project's success in the long run. On the other hand, the advantages of carrying out this initiative much outweigh any potential disadvantages. The Regenerative Land Magnet Project is a ray of light in Spain's fight against wildfires, since it has the ability to lessen the damage caused by wildfires, improve ecosystem health, and resist climate change. As the project continues to develop and expand, it offers vital lessons for other countries throughout the world who are facing similar issues caused by wildfires. The Regenerative Land Magnet Project is an innovative strategy for the management of wildfires that make use of cutting-edge technology and regenerative land practices. Spain is serving as an example of how proactive methods can be utilized to control wildfires and enhance environmental sustainability through the process of actively changing damaged landscapes into resilient ecosystems. The enormous project offers a glimmer of hope to regions all around the world who are trying to cope with the threat posed by wildfires. In order to secure a more sustainable and fire-resilient future, it acts as a model for other nations who are looking to find a balance between the conservation of the environment, the engagement of the community, and the growth of technology. The Regenerative Land Magnet Project, which is now being improved upon and expanded in Spain, provides helpful insights and serves as a source of inspiration for the battle against climate change and wildfires around the world. Collectively, we have the ability to build a society that is safer, healthier, and more resilient for future generations by investing in land management practices that promote regeneration and embracing creative solutions. We will be coming back with more films like this, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate you viewing and thank you for watching.